Ladies and gentlemen, so let's go back from Lagos back to Toronto. I was flying with Lufthansa. This is my very first time of using this terminal. I was not sure. I was like a fish out of water. Like, I was not just like feeling everything. It was also new to me. Thankfully, I did my check-in in no time. It was really, really fast. I went through security as well, and I had so much ample time because I got to the airport very, very early. I didn't want surprises. So I made my way to the lounge. There are different lounges, but basically they told me to go to this particular one. I think Lufthansa uses this one. I think most of the airlines just come together and they use this like particular lounge, or I don't know how to do it basically. Mine was just to go rest. Like I said, I had some time, and because I had not eaten anything this day, I was like, okay, let me just have some rice. I really do not eat rice so much, but guys, I was hungry. I didn't know what to eat. I was just going around checking all the options, and nothing like stood out for me. Like my diet is really, really like very weird these days. I eat more of like protein and all that because I'm always very bloated. So most times I try to take a lot of chicken, like I said, more of protein if I can help it. So I decided to have, well, two pieces of chicken, and this is my food. I was having white rice and some veggie rice as well according to what was on the label. So thankful for this food because I was really, really starving. So I finished the food. There were drinks as well. I took water, and I stayed for about 3 hours here because I arrived around 6:30. I was done before 7, and then we still had some time before boarding by 11. I left this place like around 10:30 to 11ish when they started announcing like our flight was boarding. Everything was actually like on schedule. There was no wait or anything. I did some walk. I tried to do my skincare as well because of course the aircraft could be very cold, and like the ashiness is something that you feel the dry and all that. So I went to the restroom in readiness to start boarding, and this was when we now left from the lounge down to where we were boarding. Like I said, this is my very first time of flying through this terminal, and it is linked to the old terminal. I know my way from here, and of course everything is all linked. Our boarding gate was from here. I was going with D43, and it was time for us to start boarding, and I'll see you guys shortly. We continue priority boarding and ask our senators, Star Alliance School members.
Schließen Sie jetzt Ihren Sicherheitsgurt und ziehen Sie ihn fest.
Fasten your seatbelt and pull it tight.
Ist ein Schuld.
At this point, it was very close to us taking off. We are taking off. Everything was smooth. I was already tired at this point. In my mind, I was like, when are we going to get there? We still in Nigeria. We had not even gone anywhere. This was when we lifted off from Nigeria. Thank God the takeoff was smooth. In no time, we landed in Frankfurt. Thank you, Jesus. And I tried to locate my gate for the second flight. By this time it was not yet displayed because we still had like several hours to go, but I just went to like, okay, decided to feed my eyes, go through duty free, and just like spend some time because I still had a lot of time. I think the layover time was for about 8 hours. After some time, I got a few things, went to the lounge again, the Lufthansa lounge, and I decided to have some breakfast. By this time, we had boarded, and this was the second leg of my flight from Frankfurt down to Toronto. It took about 8 hours, and thank God, I don't know how I did, but in no time, I was so glad that we landed again. And now I am now in Toronto Pearson. I am so glad, so glad, so thankful. I was really nervous on this particular day because there was a air mishap on that particular day. But this is welcome to Toronto. I am so glad to be home. Lagos was fun, but for some reason I couldn't wait to get back to Canada. I don't know how that is. It sounds very funny, right? Well, not funny. At this time, Canada is now my home, and I was so glad to be back home to my family, to my children, and to every other person. Nigeria was very fulfilling, but I'm also glad to be back. See you soon. Bye for now.